So our sensei is already there, warming up. So I guess I can call him. Let me see. One, two. Hey Kota, are you there?
Hey. Yeah.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you again for being here once again.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so tonight we are going to have a look at a very strong character. Probably is the strongest.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah.
Can he be the strongest of all the cast?
Yeah, that's what most tier lists place him first. Not every tier list, but yeah, he's a really strong character and maybe the one with the best learning curve. Like you can start with him and get good result with the basic stuff, and he has there is no limit with this character. So it's all about you can always learn more. Practice your execution and be even stronger.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, a very, very interesting character.
The strange thing is that actually, apparently, in Japan, not so many players like to play Kevin. So he is strong, but not used.
Yeah, he is not very popular in Japan. You don't see many Kevin win tournaments. There is JR Kevin. He's a Kevin player. Maybe you've seen him. I think it's a Total Eclipse tournament or something. He was playing roulette.
Yeah.
So the random select.
Yeah.
And he got to the finals. But this guy is a really strong Kevin player.
Oh, okay. But why do you think that in Japan they don't pick Kevin? Is because of the aesthetic? Or
yeah, probably like Japanese player like to stick to one character they like.
Okay.
I don't know why, but
they play. Last time we saw Grant, you told me that there are a lot of Grant players.
Yeah, Grant is really popular in Japan, but because he's easy to pick up, so player who don't want to bother with execution and enjoy the game.
I see.
We'll pick him.
Okay, nice. So, can we get started with his moveset?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me see. So first for the normals.
Yeah, the normals, neutral attacks, and we can start with the A.
Yeah. So that's the main poke for Kevin is going to be his dash is fast. So you can get him pretty quickly. So
Okay.
like for every character, you can cancel the dash at any time. And the jab, it has good reach and speed.
Okay.
It's chain cancelable, so like this. And you can cancel the dash. So not many characters can combo from a jab, but Kevin, he can combo with the breaking skill.
Okay.
So when you poke with jab, you get good damage. So yeah, you get this combo mid-screen from the jab. So it's really rewarding poke.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this jab is really strong in the neutral, and you probably want to cancel into the quarter circle forward.
Okay.
So if you poke in the neutral like this quickly, it's really safe. If nothing comes out, you can block. If you hit, you break and get the juggle.
Yeah.
So this is big damage for a jab. Probably the best damage you get without meter.
Yeah. Okay.
From this distance, and then you can
Wow.
get a super hit screen like this.
Okay.
It also combos into this one, and you can juggle after it. But it's easier to just use this one.
Yeah.
And do a micro walk and get the damage.
Nice. And the crouching A is good.
The crouching A. So the crouching A, I believe it beats down AB. I'm not sure. No, it's not that good for this. So it's going to beat jump starter.
Okay.
Yeah, it hits people airborne, but it also combos into this, and it lowers Kevin, so you get more time, like we said, to react to up attacks. Because if you press jab, you are more likely going to get hit by up attack like this. But if you crouch, you have less range, but more time to.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's really the combo into this is the primary thing you should learn with Kevin.
Okay.
Yeah. Then he has down B. So yeah, something to mention about Kevin is if it's a meaty attack, I'm not sure I can do this, but if it's meaty, maybe you can get a combo from this.
Okay.
But otherwise, you don't get down B combo. So the down B, you cannot cancel it, as you can see.
Okay. So you can exploit the meaty hit to go into the combo. Okay. Yeah. You have to.
But you need to
with the last frames.
Find the right setup. But yeah, Dombi is not so great. What's good is that you can combo into the 0 frame super.
Okay.
So you can confirm this from close range, and then go into bigger damage. But yeah, otherwise it's not a very useful poke. It's like every Dombi, it's a good poke because it's low.
Okay.
You don't get much unless you have the 0 frame, but you will probably have a few 0 frame available.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we talk about the charging method.
Yeah.
So
we didn't see the jumping A.
Oh yeah, we can cover all three. So the jumping A, it's cross-up attack. As you can see here, I can get cross-ups. So it's good for cross-up. It's also active for a very long time. So I'm going to press it early, and it stays active for a long time.
Okay.
So for that reason, I really like it, because it stays active for a long time. So you activate it early, and it beats people trying to jump after. For example, if they have an air throw, if you jump like this above them and activate the hitbox,
yeah,
they are not able to air throw you from under you.
Okay.
So this is pretty useful. Yeah, that's how you want to beat air throw characters, is to keep an active hitbox above them, because that way when they try to jump to grab you in the air, they won't be able to.
Okay. Does the option select for the air throw work?
It works, but it's not going to air throw. It's going to just defend in the air.
Okay, nice.
So it's best to get this. So the option select is good because you get air just defend, but that way you don't get throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
It's good for that reason. Yeah, then up A. So up A, you can do up A like this and combo it to 0 frame.
Okay, nice.
And they are. So yeah, I can talk about this now. But in this game, when you land, there are landing frames, so this is not possible as a combo. Like up A, standing A.
Okay.
because those landing frame you can only cancel with special move.
Okay.
But this character has rotors like this.
Okay.
And if you press D, the D button, so only the D button works, it's going to cancel this move. So if I keep the move going, this is going to happen if I release. But if I hold the move, if I press D, I can cancel the charging part.
Okay.
So what we can do is to, instead of pressing D, we can press AD. So I'm holding it, and then I press AD together on the same frame. And instead of having the D button come out, I get a jab.
Okay.
So if you do it quickly, quarter circle forward, C, then AD quickly like this. If you can see, there is this little smoke that comes out.
Yeah.
That's how you can see. I use the rotor cancel if I do it quickly.
Okay.
So if you use it for up attacks, you can combo. Like I'm not able to combo like this, but I'm able to combo earlier if I use the rotor cancel on landing.
Ah, okay, I see.
Because here I cancel the landing recovery frames with the special. So this is a pretty advanced technique, but yeah, that's something you can do.
Okay.
So that's something you can do to convert from up attacks like this.
The fun thing is that when since you are streaming from Discord, we have just 30 FPS. We just see the flames, and Kevin doesn't rotor at all. He just stands still, and we see just the flame. It's really, really fast. This movement.
Yeah, it's really fast. Like you don't get to see this at all if you do it quickly. You can cancel it on the next frame. So
yeah.
Even at higher frame rate, you won't see the rotor. It's just for one frame and then it cancels.
Okay.
But you always see the little smoke next to Kevin when he uses this technique. So yeah, that's something you can do if you want to press the up attacks early. You can get jab combos earlier if you cancel the recovery frame like this.
Okay.
But yeah, that takes a bit of execution. We will talk about what it's called rotor cancelling.
Yep.
So this move is the rotor and cancelling it.
Okay.
There are many techniques around this. So yeah, that's it about the jabs.
Okay, so we were talking about the B attack, down B, and the standing B.
So standing B is more like you don't get anything out of it, but the reach is great. So maybe if we talk about Marco's standing B, it's kind of the same, like good reach, you can poke. It's a bit slow, so don't abuse it. Like primary poke is going to be this.
Yeah.
But this has a bit more range. It's okay, but not no rewards after this. And then the jumping B.
Yeah.
I don't use it much. Like it's good because it's fairly fast and covers the area in front of you. So if you want to jump back and use it, or like when you react and someone is jumping in front of you, maybe this is the fastest horizontal hitbox you can get out.
Okay.
But yeah, not a very useful one.
Okay.
Because even if you do this like this, the hitbox is active for a while, so it's quite efficient with the A jumping attack.
Okay. So the C, this is the 5C.
Oh, yeah. For the jab, we didn't mention the close range one. So the close range is the same, but it's 4-frame startup, and the
okay.
far is 3-frame, so it's faster if you're far away. So yeah, for C, far C is really slow, and yeah, as you can see, if I try to jump after it, it's really slow overall. So don't use it like as a poke. It's not like ramp.
Okay.
The impact is good, but it's too slow, so not worth using too much. I think so. Let me check something.
Yeah.
There is the down T. So yeah, we didn't show, so I'm going to show quickly the jab hitbox. As you can see, it's really amazing for people in front of you. Not many characters have this chance.
Okay.
This one is really great. So yeah, let's look at the down T. The down T. So I'm going to try and show you. Okay. So I need to down AB on this side and down T. So the down T can reach down AB.
Okay.
So you can. So it's a bit slow, but if I press it like this, and then people try to down AB, you can win with this move.
Oh, nice.
So this is really good because you can use it as a frame trap like this, and it's pretty safe because they can't match down AB.
Okay.
So it will also probably be jumps. So and you get a big combo like this if you land this.
Okay.
So yeah, feel free to frame trap, do this frame trap. It's really good if people are mashing the AB.
Yeah.
And then you can feint. You can use the forward feint with this one. Maybe you need to be a bit close, but yeah, see this is a combo, and then you can do this. So you can add even more damage if you want to add a jab. And then you can do water combo. So there are more combo you can do. So with this character you can go more advanced and do fancier combos when you are good.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty hard to play if you want to do. Yeah, I mean it can deal a lot of damage, but it's not so easy. You need good execution and good timing.
Yeah, so so there is the simple one. You just go for this.
Yeah.
And then you can go for more damage, but it's for fancy combo. If you want to do the rotor cancel, like this.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're just starting with the character, just cancel. So for this one, the quarter circle forward B, as you can see, it combos from the jab, but it doesn't travel much distance. So if from a jab you cannot use the D1. It's a frame trap, but it's not a combo.
Okay.
So, but the D break moves you closer, so you can use it as a frame trap from the jab. But for EV buttons like down C, you can use the quarter circle forward D. It will combo and move you closer.
Okay.
So this is great, and you can use the D1 to combo because, like we said, sometimes the B will not reach.
Oh, okay, I see.
So yeah, for down C, use the D break. Yeah, then the close C, you can feint it and combo. You can do it twice with the feint. You can do the feint and the down C like this.
Oh wow, nice.
And then you can do rotor cancel combos. So that's what you can get mid screen. That's what I would go for with my current Kevin execution level, but you can do even more in mid screen. So yeah, Closey is not it's his throw attack. Oh,
Okay.
I was able to pull it up. So yeah, as you can see, it's not good for people who jump. So don't abuse it.
Ah, okay.
Not like Dong or Janet, character that can reach with vertical hitbox.
Yeah.
You can use throw more often. But then when you throw, if you mash forward dash, you can go to the other side. I'm not sure why. He's the only character that can do this. But yeah, it's confusing. So you might get catch people off guard with this. You just mash dash as soon as the throw finishes.
Okay, I see.
So yeah. So then you have the jump C. So jump C has a good. It's a pretty good hitbox, a bit downward. The startup is a bit slow, but you can use it from a jump or from an up attack. So most people will use it as an up attack. So if they are crouching, you will see this most of the time. So it's a way to convert into the zero principle.
Okay.
And even if you don't do water cancel, you can delay it a bit like this.
Oh.
And you will get the 3-frame jab as a combo. So you get this combo from a good distance. So this is really strong. Like this.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, not many characters in this game can do this much damage from up like this. So yeah, it's really strong. You can use ups more often with this character. It's a bit less risky. Yeah, so that's it about the C button.
Yeah.
It comes out early, so it's active. The active frames are okay. So yeah, really good up attack, and also as a jumping attack, it's really good as well.
Okay. Then we have the D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know that this is the hitbox, so it's pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Then we have the D button. So the D button, the close D and the far D are
the same.
It's the same.
Okay.
So the D in the ground is to cancel into D like this. So you hold the water button and then press D. But you don't want the D to come out. Like you can backdash and then press D. You will get this as a cancel, for example. Or press another button. And since the jab has priority over D, you will get the jab instead. So you don't really want to use this; it's too slow. I think it doesn't. Yeah, maybe they are crouching. It may whiff.
Okay.
Same for the sweep. The sweep is a low, but since you have this break, you may as well use the break move for lows because it's really slow.
Yeah.
But then you have the jumping D. So this is, I think it's on the level of ground D, but the startup is slow. So you can't really react with this. But you just press it early. The reach is amazing. I can't even combo like this because it reached so far from natural attack.
Okay.
See, I can. So here, I was able to dash in and get a jab from a really good distance. Yeah. So the reach for this move is really great.
Okay.
Let's have a quick look at the hitbox that way. So yeah, the startup is slow. Then you have a really good hitbox in front. So this is a really good jumping attack. It's the best horizontal reach. The angle downward is really great. So not many characters can reach this far like this.
Okay, nice.
So since we covered the jump attack, I need to mention something, is that if you down AB, so characters will have this hurt box on the startup of down AB.
Ah, okay.
So all of Kevin's jumping attacks cannot reach the down AB startup. So you can always anti-air Kevin with down AB.
I see. Okay, now I understand why it's so good, this down AB.
Yeah. Kevin cannot reach down AB, but it's really hard to use because it's active for right. For example, this one is going to be really hard to down AB because you need to do it really late.
Okay.
Since we are viewing the hitbox, we can talk about the down AB, Kevin's down AB. Because it is the best in the game, it has a different property, is that when I use it, so everyone has this startup like this. So it's really low to the ground. For example, if another Kevin is jumping at you, he is not able, from the air, he's not able to touch you here.
Okay.
And then, as we can see, so every character at the end, they have an active hurt box here in this area.
Okay.
But Kevin doesn't have this until he is active. So, unlike most characters, for Kevin, the worst case scenario is that he is going to trade with you on this frame.
Okay.
So every character, this part is going to appear a frame or two, or even more, before the hitbox shows up. But for Kevin, they show up on the same frame.
Ah, okay, I see.
So this is why Kevin's down AB is an amazing anti-air, and it's if you use it early just to get people off the air, even if they can reach this, just press down AB early, and you will get an anti-air. And the worst case scenario, it's going to trade. So this is really strong.
Okay,
like,
nice.
We can try to maybe record a jumping attack. See?
Yeah.
You can feint it, get a combo like this. Or you can just go lazy and quarter circle forward, like this.
Okay.
So it's really hard to jump on Kevin for this reason.
Nice. What's the 5AB?
The 5AB, so it's this is the 5AB.
Okay.
I think you can meet this and get a combo. I'm not sure. Let me check. See if that's the same for Grunt, like you said. If you use it deep, you get a combo like this. And the frame data is really good on this one, I believe, because it's 0 on hit. So if you hit Mitty, you can combo from it, and it's +6 on block.
Nice.
So +6 on block means that if they block it, you get a block string with this. You can just go for jab and this.
Okay. The top attack.
Yeah, the top attack. I'm not sure. I don't use it really.
Okay.
So like for Grunt, it's a 3-hit move. So every character have good crush on the top attack, but since it's 3 hits, yeah, it's better than Grunt because you can combo out of it. But if you don't know if it's going to crush on the last hit, maybe all you get is going to be something like I need to add more crush like this. So if you use it, you get this instead.
Okay.
Because it's multiple hits. So yeah, if you can count, but he has other way to crush you, so it's okay. Like it's good for crush because it has good crush value, but you need to count and make sure you crush on the last hit. And yeah, just like for Grunt, it's unsafe, but I think it's fine. Like -5.
Okay.
Punishable most of the time. You're going to be able to punish this because it ends really close to the opponent, and -5 means you can use a 4-frame move. So everyone has a close range for 4 frames.
Okay. Good. How do you charge the meter with him?
So this is the long category for him. So this is the break move. You can do this if you're just starting with Kevin. Quarter circle forward B, then break.
Okay.
But then we talk about this being so the water cancel.
Yeah.
You can cancel with D. So you hold it and you press D. But then you can hold it and press jab. But every move can be Kawa cancel.
Yeah.
So if I do this and cancel it, so here I'm going to use this because it's slow and that way you can see it. So all move you can cancel the startup like this. See, the kick comes out and then I use a special. This is a Kara cancel.
Okay.
So what we are going to do is to Kara cancel this move.
Yeah.
The reason for that is that because if we press D like this quickly, there is a special on the quarter circle forward D, so this will happen.
Okay.
So we want to use the jab to cancel this. So this, if you use this like this, so quarter circle forward C, then AD for the jab.
Yeah.
It builds the meter quickly. But then you can Kara cancel this one. So I'm going to do the same input, but instead, because AD, you cannot make a special come out if you use AD.
Okay.
If you use 2 buttons, specials don't come out. So I'm going to do quarter circle forward AD, like this.
Yeah.
You can see on my input. And then do the C on the next frame. Or a frame or two later. And instead of a jab, I get the Kara cancel like this. So it's this, as you can see, it's not a rotor, it's a jab, cancel rotor.
Okay.
So here on my input, I was pressing AD, and then I pressed C.
Okay.
A frame later. So this happens, right? So when this happens, I can do another jab, like this. But instead of doing another jab, I'm going to do again the quarter circle forward ADC. AD then C. So if I do it quickly, I can repeat
okay.
forever.
Okay.
And like if you mash it like this, like here, that was a full P power charge.
Okay.
It charges really quickly. So yeah, this works because you can Kara cancel the jab and you can cancel this with jab. So it loops into itself. Just it's quite simple. You mash quarter circle forward, AD, then C quickly, and you get this.
Okay, my God.
So if you're showing my the stick.
Yeah.
Right.
We are looking at the stick too.
So so I have a square layout. So for me, AD is going to be the 2 buttons here.
Yeah.
So the way I do this is that I use only my index finger. I use it flat on both buttons. I press both buttons with one finger.
Ah, okay.
That way I can do just ADC like this easily because my middle finger can press C easily.
I see. But do you use the index finger flat even for other AD with other characters?
No.
Just with him?
That's only for Kevin.
Okay.
Because I don't know, like if I try to use index and thumb like this, my index and thumb don't. They tend to not hit on the same frame.
Yeah, I know.
Because my thumb is not very precise. So the flat finger technique, if you want to give it a try, it's easy once you understand the motion. But then when you play Kevin, if you use the flat finger technique, you need to move your hand a bit. So, but yeah, in the neutral, if you backdash, you can position your hand a bit. So it's not a big movement. You just need to shift your hand. That way, your index finger lines up with the 2 buttons.
Yeah.
And then you can build meter. And when you're matching this, so the first thing you want to try is to match this. And then you need to pay attention to what's going on because you cannot cancel and block immediately. So when you're spamming this, you want to end with the AD, your AD finger, because now it's a single finger that is pressing both. That way you can cancel it quickly. You can also cancel with backdash. So to cancel with backdash, it's like if I'm using this, I backdash, then I press C. Press D or AD. AD works. You just have to have backdash press right before you press the rotor cancel.
Yeah.
And you will get the backdash.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I will build meter with Kevin.
Okay. Nice.
And yeah, there is another technique. It's a bit hard. I just need to remember how it's done. But I'm not sure I remember. You can, like, so if you go quarter circle forward back, ACD, quickly, you get 2 rotors. Like here you can see Kevin do 2 rotors in a row, right? So from this you can backdash. So it's going to be quarter circle back, ACD quickly with the right timing. So it's A, then CD with like 1 frame between C and D.
Okay.
That way you hold the C button like this, and then you are able to cancel it. So that's a way to reduce the quarter circle back buffer for both rotors. It's a shortcut. So this is what maybe if you watch Spelunker on Fadecade, he likes to use this trick, because if you match it like this, you're more likely to get attacked. If you do 2 quick charge and backdash, it's a bit safer because you charge quickly, get some distance, and you can repeat.
Okay.
So yeah, so this is a bit advanced, but Yeah, I find this one it looks advanced, but once you can, if you use a stick like this, you can try the flat finger technique. It's pretty easy to do if you know the trick.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how Kevin charges meter. And yeah, for that reason, you will probably get yeah, maybe 2 or 3 people hours per match if people are not able to prevent you from losing meter.
Okay, I see. Nice. Fine. So we can have a look at his. We already saw his breaks, and
yeah,
we can have a look at the specials.
Yeah. So the specials, he has a crow. So the crow is quarter circle forward B, and then from the crow you can use a low attack. It's very unsafe, and an overhead attack. I think if you press B, yeah, they are both very unsafe, but
Okay.
hard to react to. And if you press C, so if you crawl then press A or B, you gain one of those. But if you press C, you can cancel it. So if you crawl, the earthbox is really low to the ground, like
Yeah.
the down AB starter.
Okay.
So you can try to avoid high move. So this will go under most fireballs, for example.
Ah, okay.
It will go under jumping attacks, like Kevin from the air cannot beat the crawl, cannot reach the crawl.
Yeah.
So for jumping attacks, you can try to crawl and then stand up and grab when they land, something like that. For example, on some matchup, if Kane likes to use lens
Yeah.
or fireballs, this will go under. This also goes under the Janet die kick.
Okay.
But they can don't be this move. So yeah, it's best if you use it on reaction, but it's also very annoying to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
The punch attack is a low one, while the kick attack is overhead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the animation suggests, this
Yeah.
is the kick, this is the low.
Okay.
I know I'm not able to react to this, so I don't know if people react. Yeah, maybe you can probably see the overhead, but when you see Kevin crawling at you, most of the time you want to press this. And if you use the overhead, I think it goes over down B, so yeah, it's a bit annoying, but it's unsafe, so if you happen to block, you can do it.
Okay.
Okay, so Rafa wants me to explain how to punish the roll, so we will talk about the roll on the next, as the next special.
Okay.
Because yeah, that's the most, I hate this move. I'm going to show you the roll. It's quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, D. So it's invincible on the first frame.
Okay.
You can use it randomly to escape the corner. So I will show you the animation. Looks like this. As you saw, there is no collision box, so you can go to the other side.
Yeah.
And when we look at the hitbox, it's invincible with no collision on the first frame. It's invincible for quite a while. And then it's airborne. And then it's on the ground. And then he can block here.
Okay.
So So first, how will Kevin want to use this? Let me pause this and move to the one. That way I can record something. You can escape the corner easily. So that's what most people will struggle. Like you will get free wins thanks to this move.
Yeah.
You can escape like this the corner. You can do it a bit late and get just defend. And I'm not sure why. Because you cannot just defend properly. Okay. Yeah, if you delay it a bit, you can just defend and escape. So the timing may change. It's a bit hard to deal with. So what you want to do if you want to punish this move? So I'm going to record a Kevin that, let me see, that tries to escape the corner like this, then block. So here, the problem people have with this move is that they will want to most people, when they want to be close to Kevin, right? When you attack, most people stay here in the close range or here, but not everyone is Kevin. So if they escape at the range where he escaped, so I'm going to record this like this. If you are in this range here, you are not able to punish on the other side. Kevin can, because he has this, so he can get good damage. And also, say I want to press jab on the wake up. Here I'm able to hit, but I'm not at a nice spacing to punish this. And also, if you use EV attack, see I'm still in the EV attack animation when this Kevin recovers.
Yeah.
So what you want to do to deal with this? Let me try to pick a character with no, Dom, for example. It's a good example. So I don't want to attack with this move because it's slow and he will get past me and recover before I recover. Or this one is not a good idea. So I want to space myself, and that way I can react to the roll. But here I don't even have to react. So don't stay too close because you want to be able to reach this spot. So for long you want to be around here. That way you can do this here, but you can also reach the other side.
Nice. Okay.
So in this situation, I can go autopilot on the down C. It will reach when he goes on the other side. You can also space yourself a little bit more and grab like this. So it depends on what you want to punish with, and you also want to keep the corner pressure. So if you space yourself a bit, if the timing change, maybe you will get this, so it's not that good. But it really depends on what they do. And you want to be in a spot where the attack you use to pressure them in the corner recovers fast enough for you to punish the Kevin on the other side if he happens to roll. And I think I can also, so if I record it like this, maybe I can get a just defense situation and I'm still able to punish it. If you use a fast move like a jab or down B, so you need to use a fast move for this. So that's how everyone can punish this universal way, and then you can also try to up back but if you up back, you leave them out of the corner. So if you are not in a good spot, if you are too close to Kevin, he will probably be able to escape. So try to. You can also jump back and do this.
Ah, nice. Okay.
But if you jump back, you lose your offense on the wake up. But it's okay. Like you can jump back here. I don't press buttons. I can still just defend in the air or something. It's alright. And then when I land, I'm in a spot where I can keep him in the corner. So if I jump back, I can react and press the button on my landing. So yeah, what you want is to be able to reach the roll. Midstream it's the same. Like if you are too close, it's not good. But if you take a short step back and use light attacks, or even if you are jumping at him, if you jump in too deep, so this is going to be too deep. But if I am jumping from a distance like this, let's see. Yeah, sometimes you hit him in the animation, but if you jump from this kind of distance, you are able to be in range to punish this if they try to roll out of your jump attacks. So yeah, it's all about spacing yourself accordingly to hit this. And then the reason I really like Dombey, slightly spaced Dombey, is because of let me show you. Because, like we said, there is this roll that is annoying, but Dombey beats this. So most of the time, Kevin can try to mix you between the random super. Kevin like to use the super randomly.
Yeah.
So at least the Kevin I've met so far. And use the roll. So if you use this Dombey, you can it goes under the super. So that way you can cover both the super and the roll. Like this.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that way you can punish both situations. The issue with Dombey is that Kevin can so he can jump and wake up. So here we are acting like he's going to jump. The wake up is when he lands. So if I press Dombey, he can escape. But if I use my Dombey like this, I can react after the Dombey, even if it's on whip. So even if he was pressing an attack, I get the air just defend, and Kevin is still in the corner.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, it takes a lot of work to keep Kevin in the corner, to be honest. But yeah, that's what you can do to keep him corner.
Okay. So the next special.
Yeah.
He has like a command throw.
Yeah. So the command throw is half circle forward and A or C.
Is that what is that? The DP motion?
Half circle forward.
Okay, half circle forward. 4, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay.
Yeah. So I prefer the A.
Okay.
One. So the difference is that the A has more reach. So as you can see, the reach is really great for the A.
Yeah.
But the A has more reach and less damage. So most of the time, if you want to use it from a distance, that way they cannot throw you and you get the command grab with the A1.
Okay.
But if you're close, you may as well use the C1 for more damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Kevin, he's hard to deal with because you need to take guess, and he has the command throw. So when people respect Kevin because you have to, you can start using this.
I see.
Yeah, it's really strong. I don't have setups for this, but yeah, you have a lot of time, so you can try to set up something. They stay on the ground for a while. It's hard knockdown. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, if you play Janet, don't use the dive kick on his wake up in the corner because of the roll. The dive kick is really slow compared to the roll and its recovery. But you can backdash dive kick and delay your dive kick. That way, your dive kick comes out around here, and you can hit the roll that way and still cover the corner if they didn't use it. But yeah, light attacks are most of the time the best solution. So yeah, that's it for the command grab. What?
Okay,
else?
he has 2 jumping attacks, two specials.
Oh yeah.
Jumping attacks.
So these 2 special, they are not very useful.
Yeah.
As you can see, I think this is unsafe on hit.
Okay.
Let me check.
Usually, I saw Kevin using this just for anti-air. Usually.
Yeah, the thing is, so yeah, this one is -1, so it's okay.
Okay.
And the big one, it only hits in the air, but it's really slow because it starts in 15 frames, so you need to use it early for anti-air.
Okay.
And it moves forward a lot, so my recommendation is not to use it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sometimes, like Kevin fails the input and this comes out, and you happen to be in the air and get hit. It's a counter hit.
Okay. Okay.
You take big damage. It's also a combo. You can combo this, like that's the easier combo.
Ah.
It works from a closer range. But from this is more damage, so this is what you will want to use.
Okay.
So yeah, for the other specials, he has the water, so like we said, you can cancel it.
Yeah.
The C is easier to cancel. You can C release and then press AD. For A, since it comes out faster, it's a bit harder to release and press AD. So this is another red. So when Kevin fails his combos, you need to block the other red.
Okay.
But it's unsafe. This one, if you release it like this, is -1, so it's okay if you fail. But the primary use for this one is to use it after a break. So you need to. This doesn't combo if you don't hold it. So there are three charge levels, depending on how long you hold the A button.
Okay.
So for this combo, you need to get to the first charge level and release it. So it's something to get used to, but it's not that hard. Like just hold it a bit, and you get the long one.
Oh,
so
okay,
the difference is that it moves forward a lot. That way, you combo with this at any range.
Okay, nice.
But then, yeah, on block it's unsafe if you hold it, so use it for combo.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is his breaking move, the quadricycle forward.
So
there are two versions of that one. It's just different the damage or something else.
I'm not sure about the damage, to be honest. The difference, so this is the V. It's a combo from the jump. The D1 is slower, so
okay.
If they block, it's not a combo, but you can use it as a front up to get in range. It moves forward a lot more this one, compared to the V. So the D version is slower, but it moves forward a lot. But what's great, so if you don't break it in close range, you get this follow-up.
Yeah.
But it's less damage than this follow-up, so you want to always break this move.
Yeah.
And the follow-up is unsafe, so break it. And the great part about this move is that it's plus 11 and it's low attack.
Yeah.
I think it's the only low special. I'm not sure, but yeah, being low is really strong because they need to proc.
Yeah.
And it's plus 11, so if I what's great, so I'm going to hold down right.
Yeah.
That way you can see. So this is a 3 frame. I can cancel like this, and I'm at this distance. I can dash and reach within 11 frames. So this is a guard infinite. So when you have someone cornered, you can do this. It's pretty easy to do. It's an infinite unblock. So as long as they are holding down back, you can guard crush very easily. Like this is the easiest guard crush in the game. And then you can just hit them.
Okay. Is there any way to get out of that loop once you are down blocking?
So I'm going to try to record maybe 2 reps of the loop. That way I can show you how I try to escape, because it's an infinite block swing, so you cannot mash or anything.
Yeah.
But there is a little trick I really like, is that if they are using this, so this is the infinite block swing. What I crouch, oops. Okay, the record needs to be in close range, I think. I stand up like this, so I take sacrificial damage.
Okay.
But you want to be crouching and stand up at the last moment, because if you are here, I'm going to stand up. They see I'm standing up. So if they see I'm standing up like this, they know they are likely to hit me.
Yeah.
So they will convert the damage. But if you wait and stand up really late, I'm going to get crushed like this.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really hard for them to see the hit and get damage. So they will probably dash jab instead, and that way you land on the ground, you roll forward and you try to get up. So yeah, what I do is I try to take damage in a way they won't convert more damage.
Okay.
To escape this.
So the solution is just to take the less damage, but in any case you will take some damage.
Yeah, because it's easy to do, but maybe you can hope that they fade the execution and match down AB like this.
Yeah.
So because my record was not that great, I'm able to match. But if it's well executed, you cannot escape. Okay,
nice.
Yeah, and from Kevin's perspective, you can also mix. So this is with the D break, but you can add the D break from time to time to create a frame trap and beat people who match down AB. Sometimes you get a hit like this. But if your execution is good, you may as well go for the guard crush, even if it's not really It's for your opponent.
Okay. The second part of the move is grab if your opponent is airborne. And
Yeah, sometimes you meet people
yeah,
jumping.
it happened to me from time to time that I was like grabbed while doing the air super with Dong.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Or they can even grab if you do, for example, just 5 AB with Dong before your your attack hits. They can grab
Okay.
it. Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's not a real grab.
Ah, okay. You can just defend. Okay.
Yeah, like Tizak, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes they fade the break, and that's you're lucky if Kevin fades, but most of the time when he fades, you lose anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Okay. Are there any other special moves?
So,
I don't think so.
no, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we covered everything. Let's talk about the supers. He has no hidden, right?
No.
Okay.
No hidden.
He has one zero frame, and the other one is not a zero frame.
Yeah, so this one, this, you can, the B super is not zero frame, so here, I can beat it with any button. It's not invincible.
Okay.
So you can win after the freeze. Just press a button, you will win.
Okay, nice.
But he can use it as a combo, combo tool like this. So you can use 2 supers in a row and add C phase. So you can use C water C or C faint C, I believe. Yeah, maybe it's a bit hard to do. But yeah, it's mostly a combo super. You can oops, the wrong one. You can juggle like this, charge, and then get more damage.
Okay.
So from this, you can use this, and the best is that you juggle with this, and then follow up with the quarter circle work, the rotor.
Okay.
Charge. But it's hard to do. I don't know how to do it properly. Okay, like this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to do, so most of the time I just go straight into this. And you just hold the button, and when they reach the 8 where you're going to hit, you release the button.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it for the D super. So then there is this one, the Bingo super.
Oh yeah.
It's zero frame. So you can learn Ave Maria. So when Kevin has this one, you should be very scared because he will try to mash. So yeah, try to use the down B. Most character will win with down B against this.
Okay.
Down AB also works.
Oh, nice.
But throwing down maybe on people's wake up is a bit weak. Because it's slow, he can roll on the other side.
Yeah.
So yeah, down B is a good way to attack heavy. Yeah. So what's good about this? It's zero frame, so you're going to get hit by this a lot, and then he gets a free combo. That since it's scaling, it's going to deal a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Even if it's mid-screen. That's the BNB I usually go for, but you can go C, feint, down C, and then do the flow up.
Yeah.
Or even if you don't want to do the feint, you have time to jump, I believe. So you can probably jump like this, or an even easier combo, and similar damage.
Okay.
Like my follow-up combo is just an extra jab to be fancy, but it's not really worth the effort.
Oh,
You get CC like this, so yeah, you may as well keep it simple. If you want the max damage, you get this combo, but it's hard.
Okay.
So it's C, rotor C, you feint dash jab, and you cancel the jab with the rotor down C. And then you can get the follow-up. So that's the maximum damage, no meter, for Kevin and in the game.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, free damage. I think there's character specific, like on average character you cannot roll twice, but against Terry and maybe another one you can do 2 rolls like this to build more meter.
Ah, okay.
So that's something I'm not very familiar with, but there are easy ways to build another super.
Yeah.
In your punish to get another super even if you just spend 2 bars.
Yeah. Once I was playing with Polovong, and he pressured me in the corner, and he threw 3 supers, one right after the other. So he built the meter between the 2 supers and land another one.
Yeah, because when you do close C, you build meter, but then it's close C rotor. So if you do something like this,
yeah,
it's a triple rotor combo. So every time you cancel, you build meter. That's what other characters don't get with the feint cancel.
Okay.
He gets a lot of meter from this, and when they are stunned, you can build a meter like this and maybe get more.
Yeah.
Meter as well. So, yeah, this character, like if you want to go to assisted combos, you can do close C and do 2 rotors and then still combo. So I cannot. It takes a lot of time to pull this off, but yeah, he has really advanced stuff. This character, you can keep practicing and get better and better, more ultimates.
I see. And what about his other super? With A and C.
Oh yeah, so one last thing about this one, the B.
Yeah.
It's a good one for down AB because you get the follow-up combo, but you don't spend 2 bars. So it's great. And for Janet, the Janet matchup, you want to use this because this will combo even if she's in the air.
Okay.
Because of the Janet specific.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So then, like you said, there are the A and C supers. So I want to show the hitbox for this one because how do I say? So this is the A super.
Okay.
So on it looks like this, and you can juggle with a special or something like that. I don't know. As a follow-up.
Yeah.
But what's great about this one, in my opinion, so it's a combo super, but also I think it can be used as an anti-air. Because if we look at so it starts invincible.
Yeah.
So if you want to mash a super and you only have 1 bar, you can use it. If people use down B on you, you will win with this one.
Ah, okay.
And then the hitbox is really low to the ground, and then you are vulnerable.
Okay.
But what's great about this hitbox really low to the ground is that so here maybe you can see my mouse. This was the hitbox.
Yeah.
So when someone jumps, if they jump at you and the hitbox where you are invincible is around here. What happens is that they land, and there is 1 frame of vulnerability when you land, no matter what.
Okay.
So they will land on this hitbox. So that's something you can exploit with Kevin, is to use this as an anti-air for character with no dive kicks or stuff that can alterate the jump.
Okay.
You can use it as a real anti-air because they will land on it and they cannot do anything about it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So that's something you can try as anti-air. It's a bit hard to use that way, but then, so the corner you get, you can use it as a combo. So when you want the combo in the corner, you use both specials, and then you can juggle with this and do more.
Okay.
So Kevin can do. So I'm not really good at this Kevin combos, but since you're going to relaunch, so you need the right timing, or the launch will reach like this. Yeah, but you can do 2 in a row. Yeah, I'm not good at this.
Yeah, it's not easy. The timing is tight.
Yeah, but let's say if you juggle like this, you can do another one. But yeah, I'm not good at this combo. I haven't practiced it.
Okay.
But that's how you can get 2 supers in the corner with a few specials in between. Because if you're good at it, you can do another one, juggle with this, so and get another super.
Okay, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
yeah,
so
that's for this one, and the C one is not very useful. I'm not sure if there is a reason to use this one instead of doing two supers. I don't think so. So I don't use this one.
okay, okay. Nice. So he relies on the rotor cancel. He doesn't use feint that much, right?
Yeah. So yeah, for his combo, like I said at start, it's a character where you can learn basic combos, start using him, be strong with the character, and then add more advanced combos. So for example, the basic one is jab into this.
Okay.
This is something you can start with. If you're not comfortable, maybe you can just use the follow-up, the normal follow-up.
Okay.
Then use the water jungle. The next step is to maybe try to use 2 feints like this. So he can do C feint C.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't think. Yeah, see, I can do 3 in this screen, so really strong again. This is so broken. Yeah. So feint. I'm not sure if his down feint is good, but I use the forward feint.
Okay.
It's really easy to do if you want to add a small dash.
Yeah.
I think we say this for another character, but you use the feint and you press forward again, you get the dash.
Yeah. Yeah, because you buffer the first forward for the dash. So with the
for
second
the feint,
one,
yeah.
you get the dash.
But I don't think you need to dash. If I just hold forward like this, I get the combo. So you can practice the feints to get more damage. That's easy. I think it's fairly easy damage and really big damage if you go for the feint. So maybe you can start practicing this. And then the next level is to use rotor cancel.
Yeah.
So how this works is to use. So if we start a combo with C, I'm going to cancel with the C rotor.
Yeah.
And then, as you can see, so if I press CD, if I have top attack, I will get this. If I don't have top attack, I will get a C.
Yeah.
Come up. And if I have top attack, you can. Oops. Yeah, if you press A, CD together or BCD together, so I use BCD myself.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to line up my fingers.
Yeah.
You need to have the D button in your input to cancel. So I'm going to use BCD. So I'm going to use C rotor like this, and then BCD, and I get 2. So what? To get started, you can do this one, and then feint, and get the jab follow-up.
Okay.
This works mid-screen. And then for more advanced one, since in the game, when you do quarter circle forward and the special, the quarter circle forward is still available for other specials. So the buffer quarter circle forward stays, and you can still use it. So
Okay.
if I do, so this is my starter combo. If I press A, I get this. See, I only press quarter circle forward once, and I get the rotor.
Okay. Yeah.
The second one. So if after this rotor you press the 3 button for C again, you can get 3 in a row in the corner like this. So this is a shortcut you can use to keep using these rotors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's yeah. Then with this input we mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
you can reverse, and instead of doing AD then C, you can do C then AD to get jabs like this. And you can mash jabs like this and build a lot of meter if you want.
Okay.
So this is jab into rotor, jab, rotor, jab, rotor, jab. So I'm just mashing the stick like I would do for charging meter.
Yeah. Okay.
And he has an infinite combo that is a bit hard to do. I cannot do many reps, but it's the Farsi into rotor close C. So for some reason, at this range, you get Farsi rotor into close C. So you can do combos like this.
Wow.
And so the infinite is this into feint, dash, and then this again into feint, dash. But yeah, I can do like 3 is the best I can get. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's again if you want to go for more advanced stuff, but since you have the bug string loop in the corner,
Yeah. Yeah. That's easier.
you're going to kill people anyway, so
Yeah. I see.
it's probably overkill.
Okay. Okay. Nice. What about if you finished with combos? What about his matchups? He has good matchups. What are the best, and if any, the worst?
So for the matchups, so I think he has a small edge on everyone.
Yeah.
For I don't know, like all character can beat Kevin, but it just takes so much more work. And Kevin can go pretty brain dead and use rolls and wake up and random supers up into supers. He's really hard to deal with overall. But yeah, probably I don't know. Maybe Freeman is probably really easy to beat for Kevin.
Yeah.
Tizok I don't know, like if you roll, he's going to punish you with a jab, or farsi maybe. And since Tizok doesn't have dash cancels, if you backdash and build meter, it's a bit hard for him to do. To stop you, like because something I didn't mention. So if Kevin is building meter like this, because perhaps you will run into Kevin that do this. So what you want to do is you can jump at them from this kind of distance. So not like this. This is too close. So it slows down the game as well.
Okay.
It's a bit annoying, but this is a bit too close because if you jump like this, he will cancel with a roll, and you might not be able to punish it. So instead, stay at a range like this, where if you land and he happens to roll, you can punish.
Okay.
Okay. So I think it's a bit hard for everyone. Janet has a really good Ambi, but then again there are Janet specific combos. So if you get hit by down AB or something, he can kill you in 1 or 2 touch. Grunt is not so bad, but Grunt doesn't beat down AB with his down A. So it's up for Grunt to work around this. Yeah, I think he's not that broken like the ultimate top tier. You still need to do a bit of work to win with Kevin, but it takes a lot of work to beat him. But it's not impossible. You just need to be patient and work harder. Maybe Kane is not too bad as well because Kevin doesn't have much against the flash kick, the lance.
Okay.
The break move. And I don't know about Marco, but if you charge meter in front of Marco, he will throw the truck fireball.
Yeah, the fireball is pretty fast.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
But he doesn't have negative matchups. I don't think so.
Okay,
because,
nice.
On paper he has too many options.
Okay. Well, I think that we saw almost everything for this character. Is there something else that comes to your mind?
Not really.
Okay.
I think we covered how to deal with the supers. So maybe I just want to show Ave Maria because we showed Dombi beats the super and you can cover the roll. But I can just show this quickly because I would struggle a lot against Kevin if I didn't use this, so it's a bit advanced. But even if you use the Dombi, you can lose to this.
Okay.
So you can use Ave Maria when you poke. So I'm doing a Shoryu like this. Oops. I'm not even showing this one. And if they use this super, I can mash. So I just input Shoryu B because he doesn't have a Shoryu motion. But if you need to get down B, you can press BD together. And when you poke like this, if you see the black screen, you press the Shoryu button, and it will come out and beat this one. So even if it's just defense.
Oh, okay, nice.
So when he has beater, the only option left is to try and use the Shoryus like this, Shoryu down B, and hope he mash or something and beat it.
I see.
Convert from this,
Yeah, okay. Good, nice. So we finished for tonight.
Yeah.
Probably. So in the weekend, during the weekend on Sunday, we will meet again for cover to cover Okutomaru with the dojo. So on Sunday, and for tonight is everything. I think that there are no questions from the viewers. So I guess we can end it here.
All right.
Okay, Kota, thank you again for being with us and explain everything.
Thanks.
And have a good night and see you next time then.
Good night.
Okay,
bye.
Bye everyone.